Today is September 23rd, 2024. Silver is somewhere around $30.70 per ounce, give or take. Gold is just over 2,620. Not much action over the weekend with regards to trading, so that was nice. It was kind of a low-key weekend in that sense. So we spent we had the whole group in yesterday processing. So we starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel with regards to getting material processed and out the door one way or another. Just a general synopsis of last week. It was incredibly busy with us purchasing metals across the counter. It was the last week we spent the third most amount of money since inception for a week in the way of purchases. So yeah, and it was pretty wild in that sense. And at this point, I would say the lion's share of what is coming in, I would say 70%-ish or so is going to the refinery, whether it's silver or gold, even melting some platinum this go around, and even some palladium this go around. So it's all just getting burned, turned back into money so that we can do it again this week. What is it on the shampoo bottle? Wash,
rinse, and repeat.
Wash, rinse,
the
and
greatest
repeat.
Marketing scheme ever.
Yes, so that's what we're doing here. We are, instead of wash, rinse, and repeat, we're turning and burning here. So it's, I don't expect that to slow down at all. And, you know, I was having this conversation with a customer last week. There's some days now, you know, we see just how big of, you know, or lack of demand there is for silver, that across the counter there are days that we are selling more ounces of gold than we are ounces of silver. So you think about that for a second. Gold's over $2,600 an ounce and silver is just over 30, and we're selling more gold than silver per ounce certain days. Now it's not every day, but it does happen. So it's cats and dogs out there right now, and I don't think that's going to change. I think through the election and probably after the election for a short bit of time, we're going to see wild swings in the market. And I think that is something that everybody should be anticipating. I think that, you know, if you play your cards right, you can take advantage of those swings. So if you're active in stacking, this is an interesting time for you. So pick your moment, and you know, it should be an interesting next 4 months. Needless to say, a little bit of housekeeping here. We obviously got a storm brewing in the south Gulf of Mexico right now. I'm not sure if it's actually entered the Gulf of Mexico, but it's supposed to go northernward towards the part of Florida, northwestern part of Florida, central part of like Alabama as of now. We'll keep our eye on that. It definitely looks like it could turn into a nasty big storm. So we should know where that is heading hopefully in the next day or two, and Wednesday or Thursday, if we're going to feel the effects of that storm, that's when we shall supposedly feel the effects of that storm. So we'll keep you guys updated on that if our schedule changes here locally. Hopefully it doesn't, but it looks like it's going to be a bad one. So with that, let's get into premiums. We only got one premium update for you today that's different from last week, but we'll run down them all real quick for you. So, and then we'll get back to work here. All right, Tim, 1 ounce gold eagles, 1 ounce gold buffaloes. We are buying them at the spot price of gold, selling them at the spot price of gold plus 4%. That's for BU retail friendly eagles and buffaloes. All right, fractional gold eagles, 1/10 ounce gold eagles. We're buying them at the melt price plus 4%, selling them at the melt price plus 11%. Quarters, we're buying them at the melt price plus 2%, selling at the melt price plus 9%. Half ounce gold eagles, we are buying at the melt price. We're buying them at the melt price and selling them at melt plus 7%. Platinum Eagles. I got one left in the shop, one lonely Platinum Eagle left. We are buying Platinum Eagles at the spot price of Platinum plus $50 per ounce, and we're selling them at the spot price of Platinum plus $110 per ounce. I'm not going to restock these guys. Demand's kind of falling off the table for these, and as everything else. So if we get any more in across the counter, we'll put them out, but that is it for right now. Foreign gold, pre-33 gold. We should update that sign and include pre-33 gold, Tim. Foreign gold, pre-33 gold, U.S. pre-33 gold. Bars and rounds up to an ounce. We are paying 98% of spot or 98% of melt, depending on what they are. We are buying a tremendous amount of this type of material right now. I think people have kind of woken up to the fact that there are potential tax implications for dealing with foreign gold. So a lot of people are dumping their foreign gold and converting it into U.S. gold right now, and doing it systematically, which totally 100% makes sense. And that is why we have since day one pushed U.S. gold. So if you're interested in cashing your foreign gold out, or your old bars or rounds, pre-33 gold, all that type of material, we are buying it at the melt or spot price, 98% of it. So whatever makes sense. So that includes your maple leafs, your Krugerrands, your pandas, kangaroos, all that type of material, but also your US pre-33 gold, your sovereigns, marks, ducats, coronas, all that type of material. Francs, we buy a lot of those too. So now if you got some numismatics in the way of pre-33 gold, especially your $1, 2.5, and 5s that are slabbed, or key date stuff, obviously that goes for more material. Slab 10s and 20s are kind of going for that. I saw one of our wholesalers running MS63 Saints, NGC and PCGS MS63 Saints. Could not get melt plus 1% on them the other day. That's MS63. So they're all a function of the melt price at this point. And let's just move right in onto that pre-33 gold. We're selling MS61 and MS62 Saints and $20 libs for the melt price plus 4%. So, and what you see is pretty much what I got left. These are really cleaned out. We may have some more Saints back there. I know we got some 63 Saints at melt plus 5%. Now remember, all this material is NGC and PCGS graded. So no ICG or ANX material. You're going to see various generational holders with regards to this material. But we are selling MS61s and MS62 at melt plus 4% and MS65s at melt plus 5%. So if you're interested in pre-33 gold, we got you covered. We also got $10 libs, MS61s and MS62s at melt plus 7%. Now remember, the $20 libs are not full ounces. They're 0.9675 ounces per coin. And that's why we use the term melt rather than spot on these guys. Also, remember the $10 libs are not full ounces. They're half of the 0.9675. So just keep that in mind, folks. All right, that's why we say melt and rather than spot. And one of our popular things, we actually spent a noticeable amount of time yesterday restocking our shelves with this type of material. We are selling Morgan silver dollars, NGC and PCGS graded MS63s at 70, MS64s at 90, MS65s at 165. Great American numismatics. Love Morgan silver dollars. You will get these in the NGC or PCGS graded. We don't sell NX or ICG coins at the same price, but we do have some if you're interested in them. You will see various levels of toning and various generational holders with these SKUs. All right, Tim. These are really turned out popular. I'm glad we did that. We are moving these. You know, these are great collectibles. Obviously, they're not a bullion product. Great collectibles, great gifts. Great ways to entry point to get into the hobby of collecting numismatics if that's something you're interested in. Morgan silver dollars, in my mind, Morgan silver dollars and the St. Gaudens gold coins are the the flagship coins of American numismatics. So if you're interested in any of that type of material, we got you covered. All right, silver, and we got lots of silver. All right, junk 90. So right now we got just a spattering of dimes and halves. We got a bunch of quarters in the shop. Off quality foreign silver coins. So this is going to be 1 ounce. I think there's some 1.5 ounce stuff in here, some 1.25 ounce, that type of material. This is off quality stuff. So this is going to be your milky, scratched up, just not enough to make a tube material that comes in onesie twosie across the counter. We are selling all this material at the spot price of silver per ounce. Then we got, what we got, Tim? We got 5 ounce bars. Oh, we got 10 ounce bars too. I forgot to put the 10 ounce bars out. We got some 5 ounce rounds. We got some 10 ounce foreign silver coins. We got a 20 ounce bar. We got kilos. We got a couple 50 ounce bars. All this material we are selling at the spot price of silver per ounce. So if you're interested in any of this type of material, we have it. Some of this is ugly, not gonna lie. It's but if you're looking for cheap silver at spot, we got it. We got US junk 90. We got off quality foreign silver coins in the 1 ounce to 1.5 ounce. Even got some 10 ounce material that we're getting rid of at spot. We got some 5 ounce rounds. These are these incused Indians. You see that type of material? Pretty cool. I guess Golden State made these, whatever. Kilo bars, 50 ounce bars, 10 ounce bars, 5 ounce bars. If you're interested in it, even a lonely 20 ounce bar, you can have it at spot. Now remember, on generic silver and junk 90, we got shipping minimums. 20 ounces on the 999 and at least 30 face on the junk 90. All right, retail friendly, solid design tubes of rounds and bars, random 1 ounce silver bars, nice high quality stuff. We buy this material at the spot price of silver minus $1, and we sell it at the spot price of silver plus 50 cents per ounce. All this material, Tim, I don't know if I covered it. We are buying it at the spot price of silver minus $1 per ounce if you're interested in selling it. Selling at spot, the retail friendly material we're buying at spot minus $1 per ounce, selling at spot plus 50 cents per ounce. All right, our one change in premiums, off quality American Silver Eagles. These are going to be your milky, scratched up, scruffy, colorized, just just not in the retail friendly condition that we would expect for solid date tubes of Silver Eagles. We are now buying these at the spot price of silver plus 50 cents per ounce, and we are selling them at the spot price of silver plus $2 per ounce. So this is going to include milky material. You're going to have, if you see milk spots on your material, that's what we're looking at. Surface abrasions, anything that's colorized, of course, and so forth. Now, if you're looking for solid date retail friendly material, we are buying those still at the spot price of silver plus $2.50 per ounce. And we're selling them at the spot price of silver plus $4 per ounce. That's for solid date retail friendly material. Now, a lot of that right now is going to be back dates. I can't guarantee the date, but they will be back dates. So there'll be solid date tubes. That means all the tubes or all the coins in the tube will be the same date. For example, this tube here is a 2013 tube. So all the coins in that tube are 2013, nice retail quality material. All right. And again, if you want to order Silver Eagles, please just remember it is at least 20 at a time. So basically a tube at a time, whether it's off quality or retail friendly. We do accept payment via cash, wire, Zelle, personal checks up to $5,000. We do hold the checks up to 2 weeks before we do ship the material, just to make sure that the funds securely clear. What else, Tim? We're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Remember two things, folks. One is we don't take phone orders or internet orders over the weekend. That's just a Monday through Friday thing when Tim is here. And also, this is a very volatile market, so we 100% reserve the rights to change our premiums as they need be. So if you come in one day and you see, well, the premium doesn't match what the premium on the board doesn't match what is in the video, that's because we had to change it on the fly and have not made a video since. When you come into the shop, whatever the boards say is in the way of premiums is what we're going off of. So just keep that in mind. We do try to update you as regularly as possible, but things do change. Premiums can be as volatile as the price of the precious metal itself. So just understand that. All right. And also inventory levels change too, which can affect those things. So right now, these are the premiums that we're operating. They may change. The thing that may change them the fastest here on our end is if we run out of material that we source across the counter, and then we have to start sourcing it again from wholesalers, because that can raise our rates. But at this moment in time, that's not an issue. There's so much material pouring through the doors that we're not having to source anything from the distributors. And in turn, that actually decreases the overall premium, because if the distributors and the wholesalers and the APs are not moving their product, well, they're the ones that actually ultimately set the premiums. So if they're not moving their product, typically the premiums go down on material. So just kind of the way it is. Oh, we do accept payment one other way I forgot to mention, scrap metal. So if you're interested in converting your old gold jewelry, 10 karat, 14, 18, 22 karat jewelry, into either money or stackable precious metals, we convert it or purchase it outright at 90% of its value. So if you got $1,000 worth of jewelry, we're going to pay you $900. If you got $10,000 worth of jewelry, we're going to pay you $9,000. And the same holds true for sterling silver flatware, tableware, hollowware, sterling silver rounds. All that type of material we buy at 90% of its value based on purity and weight and whatever the price of gold or silver is at the time. You're welcome to mail this stuff in. We'll be happy to handle that for you. Just remember, these are considered secondhand goods in the state of Florida, and we do have to have a copy of your driver's license or state ID card to go along with that transaction. If you come into the shop to convert it, please just remember, bring your ID with you. We are required to look at it. So please just accompany that material in. If you're sending in a check or material for us to purchase, please include your ship to address for either the return check or the material that you're purchasing from us. And if you pay by Zelle or wire, please, after the payment has been submitted, respond to the purchase order that Tim sends you with your ship to address. We like to get things moving here quickly, and one of the things that slows us down the most is just searching for where are we sending the material to. So we appreciate all the quick payment, but we also need to know where it's going. Anything you need to add to that, Tim?
When calling during the week, try to make your call before 3:45 or 3:30 would be even better, since it gets kind of nuts here at that time of day.
Remember, we're in Florida, so it's Eastern time. Just keep that in mind. So we do shutter the doors at 4 p.m. here Eastern time. And Tim's right. Sometimes, after 3:30, things are crazy as we're trying to get everything put away, locked up, and good for the evening. So, last week was insane. I don't see that really changing. Like I said, last week we spent the third amount of, third amount of money as we ever have across the counter. And so that created some stress and anxiety here in the shop, moving material. But we did a hell of a job over the weekend getting material cycled through and out the door. And we look forward to doing that again. So, just understand pretty much everything right now, guys, that is not a straight up numismatic is being purchased for the intent that it's getting melted. It's just the reality of it. Especially with silver. So if there is anything we can do for you, please reach out to the shop. We'll be happy to help. If you guys want to trade, purchase, or sell outright, we'll be happy to help. We are ready for business. We are not undercapitalized. We've done a hell of a job making sure that we make sure our fund levels stay way up, and we are ready to go. So please let us know how we can help, and we'll be happy to do so. Thank you.